Welcome back to T-Facts, your go-to destination for the latest buzz in entertainment and reality TV. Today, we're diving into the captivating world of Below Deck Down Under. Our first story takes a closer look at Chef Tzarina Mace-Ralph and her tumultuous journey in Below Deck Down Under Season 3. Struggling with her volatile personality and emotional management, Tzarina seems to be repeating problematic patterns that could jeopardize her position. What's causing her to clash with the crew? Stay tuned as we unpack the drama. Next up, we analyze the dynamics between Chief Stew Lara Rigby and Tzarina. Is Lara the true villain of the season? Critics say her rigid leadership and mean girl antics are driving Tzarina to the brink. We'll explore how Lara's actions are affecting the crew and the overall atmosphere on board. In our third segment, we're discussing the villain edit being served to Chef Tzarina. With the evidence suggesting that Lara Rigby is setting her up for failure, we delve into the intricate layers of manipulation and conflict that are unfolding. Can Tzarina turn the tide in her favor before it's too late? And finally, we'll shine a spotlight on newcomers Salmon and Nicolas Cattelan, who are injecting life back into Season 3. With their teamwork and charisma, they might just rescue this season from the turbulent waters of chaos. What do they bring to the table? Let's find out. Stick around as we break down each story with insights and analysis you won't want to miss. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all things T-Facts. In our first segment, we're diving deeper into the complex world of Chef Tzarina Mace-Ralph from Below Deck Down Under Season 3. As viewers have witnessed, Tzarina's temperament and emotional challenges have cast a shadow over her culinary skills and leadership abilities aboard the superyacht Katina. Despite her talent, Tzarina seems to be caught in a cycle of problematic behavior, reminiscent of her past seasons. Reports indicate that her volatile personality is starting to alienate her fellow crew members and affect the overall guest experience. As the pressure mounts in the high-stakes environment of yachting, Tzarina's emotional state has led to repeated clashes with her colleagues. Throughout this season, she has faced significant challenges managing her stress, and unfortunately, that's resulted in a few spectacular meltdowns in the kitchen. A particular point of concern has been her relationship with Chief Stew Lara Rigby. Tzarina has accused Lara of undermining her authority and creating unnecessary tension within the crew. With a history of working together on a previous yacht, the two women seem to start off on solid ground. However, their interpersonal dynamics quickly soured, culminating in a heated rivalry that has sent ripples through the entire crew. Tzarina's frustrations don't solely stem from her professional life. They also bleed into her personal relationships on board. Her romantic connections have shown to significantly impact her work, influencing everything from her focus in the kitchen to the way she interacts with crewmates. When Tzarina is emotionally unbalanced, her performance suffers, and viewers have noticed how her attitude shifts, turning from charming to tense in an instant. Could this be a pattern that will lead to Tzarina's downfall on the show? With the stakes higher than ever and the cameras rolling, Tzarina needs to find a way to break free from these negative cycles. It will be interesting to see if she can acknowledge her role in the conflicts and reclaim her position as a respected chef, or if the drama will ultimately lead to her exit from the series. Stay with us as we continue to follow Tzarina's journey and find out if she can turn things around before it's too late. Next up, we're analyzing the contentious relationship between Chief Stew Lara Rigby and Chef Tzarina Mace-Ralph, which has illuminated the darker side of Below Deck Down Under Season 3. Critics are questioning whether Lara should have ever been cast on the show, as her leadership style appears to be riddled with conflict and tension. From the very beginning of the season, Lara's approach to management has starkly contrasted with that of her predecessor, leading to her being labeled as a real villain by some fans. Lara's stern and inflexible demeanor has created a significant rift between her and Tzarina, ultimately culminating in a high-stakes rivalry that has left the crew divided. Viewers have witnessed Lara's mean girl tactics firsthand, as she seems determined to undermine Tzarina at every turn. From derisive comments and public humiliations to creating narratives that paint Tzarina as incompetent, Lara's leadership style thrives on intimidation and control. Her need for perfectionism, while effective in some scenarios, is progressively alienating her from her crewmates and jeopardizing the harmony aboard the Katina. Tzarina's growing sense of isolation is telling, as she grapples with feelings of unacceptance and disbelief regarding Lara's antics. This dynamic takes a significant toll on Tzarina's confidence and performance, raising the question of whether Lara's behavior is creating a hostile work environment. Fans have noted how Lara's interactions not only target Tzarina, but also extend to other crew members, creating an atmosphere fraught with anxiety and distrust. Furthermore, Lara's management tactics have begun to adversely affect her team's morale. By refusing to allow flexibility in crew roles and stifling their growth opportunities, she's risking their effectiveness in achieving peak service standards. Instead of fostering teamwork, her rigid control methods just add unnecessary stress to an already intense job. As the season unfolds, it becomes clear that Lara's actions may ultimately backfire. With captains and crew members alike calling for unity and cooperation, can Lara learn to adapt her style before it's too late? Or will her insistence on control lead to a catastrophic breakdown of teamwork that could send Chef Tzarina packing? Stay tuned as we continue to follow the explosive drama between these two formidable women. In our third segment, we're discussing the villain edit being served to Chef Tzarina Mace-Ralph this season. As audiences tune in to Below Deck Down Under, it's becoming increasingly evident that Tzarina is being portrayed as the season's antagonist. But is this portrayal fair? Many viewers are beginning to question whether Chief Stew Lara Rigby is behind Tzarina's rocky depiction. Throughout the season, Tzarina's relationships with her crew members and her ability to manage the kitchen appear to unravel. Viewers are not only witnessing her struggle under immense pressure, but are also starting to see patterns of behavior that suggest manipulation might be at play. Reports indicate that Lara may be intentionally setting Tzarina up to fail, crafting an environment where every misstep can be highlighted in stark contrast to her own perceived excellence. One pivotal moment in this unfolding drama occurred when Lara disrespected Tzarina's authority by ignoring her menu during a breakfast service, turning to guests instead and taking custom orders without consulting the head chef. This blatant disregard not only interrupted the kitchen workflow, but also sent a message. Lara was firmly establishing her dominance. As tensions escalated, Tzarina's emotional state began to shift visibly, leading to moments where she vented her frustrations inappropriately. Adding to the chaos, Tzarina found herself at the center of a highly publicized argument that caught the attention of Captain Jason Chambers. The fallout from that confrontation not only placed Tzarina's professionalism under scrutiny, but further added to the narrative that she was unstable, just as Lara might have wanted. With all these eyes on her and the stakes increasingly high, Tzarina now faces a critical crossroads. She must find a way to take back her narrative. The question lingers, will Tzarina be able to rise above this villain edit and prove her worth to the crew? Or will Lara's orchestrations continue to jeopardize Tzarina's position, ultimately pushing her off the yacht entirely? As the drama unfolds, the stakes couldn't be higher. Join us as we keep tracking Tzarina's journey and the forces shaping her story this season on Below Deck Down Under. And finally, we'll shine a spotlight on the newcomers, Nate Salmon and Nicolas Cattelan, who are making waves in Below Deck Down Under Season 3. After a series of dramatic departures left the crew in disarray, these two fresh faces might just be the saving grace the show desperately needed. Nate and Nick have quickly settled in, demonstrating their ability to collaborate effectively and uplift the crew's morale. Their fun-loving attitudes and strong work ethics are creating a positive atmosphere on board the superyacht Katina, contrasting sharply with the existing tensions between Chef Tzarina and Chief Stew Lara. From the moment Nate stepped onto the yacht, he focused on teamwork. His commitment to collaboration not only showcased his leadership skills, but also helped ease the growing conflicts that were hindering the crew's performance. With his chill demeanor, Nate exemplifies what it means to effectively balance work and play, fostering camaraderie among the team. As for Nick, his eagerness and sense of humor have breathed new life into the season. Despite being a green deckhand, his willingness to learn and adapt has impressed both the crew and viewers. Whether it's grappling with automatic doors or making hilarious quips during his tasks, Nick's relatable antics have added a layer of entertainment that engages the audience and lightens the mood during tense moments. With both Nate and Nick on board, fans are hopeful that these two can help steer the ship away from the rocky waters of drama and conflict that have plagued Season 3. Will their refreshing presence bring a much-needed equilibrium to the crew dynamics, or will the existing rivalries overshadow their positive impact? As we continue following this season of Below Deck Down Under, Nate and Nick's journey promises to be just as compelling as the ongoing conflicts. Stick around as we keep you updated on this unfolding narrative filled with heart, humor, and high seas drama.